welcome to another episode of FE&D, the show where John racks his brains and can't come up with anything clever to say, and Tim never comes up with anything clever to say either.
That's not this show specifically.
Correct.
No,
you're fair.
Did you ping the server? Do I have to go clear that so it's
Murray.
not on my sidebar anymore?
What?
Okay, well, we're fine.
I know that feel. Fortunately, I can't see it because stuck seeing just the just your faces, your ugly, ugly faces. Well,
And me.
that was certainly fun. You've heard the call of your people. Oh, hi, Raynar.
Hey, Raynar.
Uh,
Oh, and Murray.
Hi, we're here. I should probably make it so you can't see my mouse. If I mouse over, you can still see the mouse. Why can you see the mouse? I literally just told it not to show mouse.
I don't know, John. Why can't we see your mouse?
Let's try again.
But who was phone?
Yay! Can't see the mouse anymore. Woo! Woo, 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 woo. That was fun. And
3 out of 10.
wow. It's better than Garcia.
Most things are better than Garcia.
Better than Bartra.
He doesn't count as a thing.
You really shouldn't. Just at all exist.
Is Bartra like how it's supposed to be pronounced? Because I always just said Barter.
I believe Bartra is the correct name. Axe Fighter Dunking, also known as just them existing.
Axe fighters.
Let's talk about the good Axe Fighters. So there's Hector.
Hector.
Yep.
There has to be at least one other.
Donald.
So there was Hector. We could get 5 Bronze Star Barters. Yeah, good old 3-star. We can defend Ross. He just can't defend himself.
Amelia as a general.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
There's a really good one right there.
Was it only 10?
Oh, sometimes Dragon Riders.
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah.
Does that mean only some Dragon Riders, or all Dragon Riders, but only sometimes?
All Dragon Riders, but only if they were born between the years of, like, 2000
Tellius?
and...
Yeah, between the years of Tellius.
Yeah, the Tellius years.
Why would you choose Amelia as a great knight?
Yeah, Amelia as a great knight is like, oh, what if I wanted her as cavalry or a general, but instead I got nothing as good as either of them.
It did a good job of splitting the difference between something that was good and something that was bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, and what they did was they made something that was just bad, that dreamed of being good, and that was it. That's all they did.
The +1 move. Oh yeah, 1 extra movement's really important for an armored character. That was sarcasm, it's not.
Are you sure? Because
Yes.
generals are a thing.
Yes, I am 100% sure already.
So, something I've been wondering about for a while. What happens when you give a cavalry unit boots? Does the horse wear them, or does the...
Oh no, that's still used by, like, what happens is every time you move, the horse moves its full distance, and then the cavalry jumps off and moves 1 extra space and stabs the dude, and it gets back on his horse.
Okay, this makes perfect sense. I'm not going to question it.
Actually, what really happens is, because isn't 2 extra move, or is it only 1?
It depends on the game, I think.
Okay, because what I've always thought is that the horse rides its full distance, and then the rider gets off, picks up the horse, carries it an extra 2 spaces, and then switches back. Which...
Oh, it is 2, but it's 2, except in some of the early ones where it was 4.
Yes!
And in one game, which Tearing Saga, where it increases by 3.
It's not technically Fire Emblem, but it is because it was made by Kage.
It's wrong because it increases it by 3.
You do that.
Oh, okay. In Fates and Shadows of Valencia, it's increased by 1. That's why I'm thinking that.
Yay, Fates. The best Fire Emblem.
It was okay, but it's definitely not memorable.
The story, 2 out of 10. Gameplay...
pretty good.
Gameplay, like 8 out of 10 for a Fire Emblem game.
Yeah.
So, like, again, 2 out of 10 for...
0 out of 10.
Yeah.
Fuck that mechanic.
Man... Fates is trash. I mean, you should play it, though. You should play all of the Fire Emblem games, like I'm doing. And that way you can kill yourself along with me.
I mean, like, Fates, I wouldn't say is, like, trash. Like,
nah.
It's especially with how, like... especially being like the second title to be on like 3DS, like it improved on Awakening pretty well, and like they did a good job with it. But
yeah,
I don't know why they were like, let's get a Pokemon route and make you buy 2 different ones. Fuck you.
I'd say the gameplay is probably better than Awakening.
Yeah, I haven't played Awakening, so I can't say much about it.
Story, not so much.
The story in Awakening was definitely better.
Yes. I mean... Story still wasn't that great, but...
The story would have been way better in Faith.
The story in Awakening was at least good enough that I wanted to finish it.
That's fair, because to be fair, I still haven't finished Fates.
Yeah. I finished one of them, and I've never finished the other.
I actually own both cartridges.
Nice. The story would have been a lot better if it wasn't just the same story on both games.
Yeah.
Like, it's pretty much the exact same story, and then the third story is the only one that really matters.
Yeah.
And the existence of that third story makes the first 2 stories feel stupid and garbage, because you're like, okay, yeah, but we don't need to be doing literally any of this.
But also, you have to have bought one of those first 2 stories before you're allowed to buy that third story.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I hate the fact that they did the Pokemon thing, except that it's not even that your friend has to have it, it's that you have to have them both.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not even the Pokemon thing, because at least you don't have to, own red or blue version before you're allowed to buy yellow version.
Can you imagine, though?
Additionally, a problem is that if you own one version, then, you get whatever bonuses come with that. If you buy the second one, like the digital version, you get extra stuff.
Yes.
So just no matter what. So if you have Birthright and you buy the Digital Conquest, you get more stuff in Birthright. And if you buy Revelations, you get more stuff in Birthright.
Yeah.
But if you buy the physical copy of Birthright and you buy the physical copy of Conquest, you get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
I feel like that should have been obvious.
Well, yeah,
and also,
and they talked about it a bunch.
Physical copies anymore?
I mean, I did because I wanted the physical copy of both.
Yeah, I know, and that's fair. I just have like a 128 gig SD card in my.
Yeah.
So that I never have to delete any game ever in my life. All my bad purchases will be there forever on display.
Don't worry. In about 15 years, the emulator will work for it. So. Don't worry about it.
For 3DS?
Yeah. I've looked into it. Apparently it works pretty well now for like 15-ish games, which is fair for the amount of games that are actually on 3DS.
Yeah. Especially because like a lot of them use like gyro controls and stuff like
Yeah.
that you have to figure out.
Fire Emblem 16. The problem is, so it's already functioning. It already works for a lot of games.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is, to do it, they haven't built a, what is it? I can't remember the actual... There's a internal program that they could do their own version of.
You know what they should make?
Is it their BIOS? I feel like it's not the BIOS, but it could be. Yeah, I think it might be the BIOS. That they just haven't made their own version of the BIOS yet, and they can't ship out any of the BIOSes because it's a copywritten material, and they can't. They just can't legally do that. They can legally make their own version and distribute that.
Do that,
and it shouldn't be hard. They just haven't, because a lot of the community says no, poo-poo on that. You shouldn't do that. It takes away from the emulating community, which is bullshit, and most of the people agree it's bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Especially because you can take your own BIOS from your own 3DS. You can do that. To do that, you have to have a hacked 3DS. To have a hacked 3DS, you have to have a 3DS that is not patched to a certain point. And if you buy any new ones, they're already patched to it. Most of them are automatically patched. So there's like maybe 40 to 50 in the world.
Good.
And to be able to have the BIOS, you have to have one of these. And that's it. Like, there is no other way of doing it. You must have this. You can hack a new one, but to do that, you have to have a hacked 3DS already. So if you have a patched 3DS, you're fine. You could just hack it. If you already have one that's hacked.
Yeah. Good.
We seem to have a bootstrap problem.
Yeah, so I was like, all right, I'll do this. I put in like 50-ish hours of work trying to do this on my 3DS, and then finally like read through all of the stuff that like someone finally posted and was like, "Oh, I just can't."
Yeah.
Isn't
that great?
I'm just incapable of doing this. Here, let's see how much I can buy it. Oh, multiple thousands of dollars to get a hacked one. Well, then...
You're not getting a hacked one.
Yeah.
So what you need to do is get a degree in computer science and find a new hack.
I already have one of those, and I don't anticipate using it for that. When are we getting to the campaign here? As we are going to stall for as long as possible.
Rainer, are you trying to tell me you didn't come here to see us talk?
Okay, so first what you have to do is you have to already own a hacked version of Gentleman's Gang.
It's okay. We're already hacks.
Yeah.
Topical.
Yeah. Huh. I didn't know that wasn't already locked. Interesting. I'm learning things about my setup. Alright, do we want to start? Came here for talking and action. And we're all out of action. Alright. Well, we've stalled for about 15 minutes.
15 minutes less time of playing. Alright.
Hey, Dominic, do you want to bullshit a monologue of what we did last time?
Last time on FE&D, we punched a ghost. Sort of.
I don't remember that.
I mean, they were like specters.
Yeah. I remember Tim failing to open a front door.
Okay, these doors are complicated.
No, they weren't.
Oh yeah, that's right. Tim thought a door is cursed because he's stupid. And that's it.
Tim, what's your intelligence?
Intelligence 7. Wisdom
Okay.
2.
Alright, that was the problem.
Yeah, I remember that now. Yeah, and then we slept in Sala's house because we didn't want to go to the inn and get attacked by a bear who's also a human being.
Yeah, I mean, I remember the question was, she's attractive, and that might be fun, but he's detractive.
Yeah, and scary.
So, no. So we slept with Saleh.
Yeah,
I believe was.
We slept with Sully's like holographic bodyguard.
I believe the actual
Phrasing?
terminology was we slept with Saleh. Votes to sleep with Saleh, and it was all of us, and that was a problem. I remember y'all used up all of my vulneraries, and
That seems accurate.
then we didn't have enough money for another one.
It turns out they're really expensive, and we don't get much money in this game.
Yeah, I might have not put any money in the first.
Yeah, wow, it's almost like when we
encounter.
only fight holograms that don't contain money, when we don't get any money.
I mean, there were chests in there that just didn't hold money.
Did they hold vulneraries?
Chests. No. I don't remember.
I love that we went into his place and we're like, alright, we can't touch it. Ooh, a chest!
That's where you're bumming at Saleh's not house.
Yeah.
Alright. What were we going to do next? Alright. Apparently just, shimmy the camera over.
I mean, I just realized... I had my,
The
my,
camera
chat.
just shimmied. It was like, yeah.
I had my chat on the side, so I couldn't see half of my picture. So I was perfectly in the center of the half that I could see until I moved it and realized I was only in like a quarter of the actual full picture. I was like, oh, I should fix that. Shimmy, shimmy, shimmy.
Man, I wish that I had food or drink, because I'd finished it all. Tim, there was no fade in. Hashtag fade.
I was gonna say.
Do, 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 do. Alright, so,
What was that?
not
Because
ever-
it wasn't fade.
It
Yeah,
was.
Do you mind not ever making those noises?
Do I need to play fade for you so that you can hear that it was fade?
You could not.
It's...
I don't know. Murray, do you think we should play fade?
Don't ask that. You know the answer.
Here, there's something better. There we
I'm
go.
not
Now it
convinced.
doesn't have a stereo effect. Yeah. Alright, so, you wake up and,
Fate emblems and dragons.
That's pretty good. Hashtag FE&D. Nice. Well. I don't remember what we're doing.
What were we doing? We finished. So Solo like gave us instructions on like where we should go.
I think he didn't. I think he said that there were two places we could go. One was up to Darkling Woods, and the other was south to meet up with Sala himself, since he was a very badly programmed hologram. I'm just impressed he didn't say press B to jump.
Some
those
enemies
mountains
have
look
weak
westward.
points, and we're like, yeah, we know.
Alright, so, we all wake up. I'm assuming we're packing up our bedrolls and stuff. Everyone roll a d20.
Roll what?
D20.
Just a d20.
Yeah. Nice!
This one you.
I love when I roll a d20 and I get a nat 20 and that does nothing for me, because... Yeah, I just burned my
Don't you
d20
love
at the
crit
beginning.
success on initiative rolls?
No. Yeah.
Yeah, you're just like, oh, so we had a 20. I guess I wake up first.
Yeah!
Cool.
Alright, so, Nothing interesting happens. We get ready. We pack everything up. All right. Where y'all want to go?
Well,
So, was this a roll to see if anyone was stupid enough to
I can't tell you what the roll
defecate
was.
on one of the walls
To defecate.
overnight? Since we were explicitly told not to do that.
You know what?
and if so, that would be a wisdom check, and you would be the one doing it.
Daniel, roll a d20. Okay, congratulations. You didn't defecate on the walls.
Good to know.
Alright. I think we're closer to Darkling Woods, but I mean, supposedly there's nobody there. There might be XP there. So.
Yeah, and we kind of... Do you think there might also be money there?
Maybe.
And we should check
Depends on
XP
how
and
much we
money
want to humiliate the
regulations.
bandits.
Well, we already did that once. Clearly we don't have a problem with it.
Yeah, no. Humiliating bandits is fine. We can do that, but
I love that part where you humiliated the bandit by failing to blow his body off of a cliff.
apparently
Top tier trolling.
I was the bandit all along. The bandit was the mistakes that we made along the way.
The mistakes we made along the way.
The crit fails we made along the way.
Which is a lot of them.
Yeah. Sadness. Well, Daniel, which way do you think we should go? You're the scout.
I don't like how you're putting the blame for this on me when this inevitably goes wrong. But
Daniel.
let's say Darkling
We
Woods.
would do that no matter which one of us picked it.
Alright.
That makes more sense than it should.
Well, do we have anything else we want to do before we head out?
Did we have anything we were gonna do in town first? I feel like we were gonna go talk to like the shopkeep or something.
We did that already.
Did we do that? Good.
Yeah, we did that last night.
Look, it's been a month since last night.
We could get some more pots of gruel for single-use throwable weapons.
I already have one, I don't want more.
Yeah. At 2, the smell starts being a problem.
Yeah. I know it's sealed,
It
but
doesn't matter.
but it doesn't change it.
It somehow comes out through the clay.
That'd be bad.
That would be bad. Alright, so, if y'all have nothing better to do,
Not that I know of.
well, with that,
Yeah, that sounds about right for this channel. Are we gonna play the game? Well, we have nothing better to do.
it's sealed, you're not sure how.
Should we fight them or run? We have nothing better to do.
When we say you're not sure how, we mean that when we got it sealed, we had them craft the bottle around it, so there is no opening. It is just a sealed container with no opening. You have to break it to get it out. And the shards of glass that are in the gruel actually taste better than the gruel itself.
Good.
Alright.
In case of emergency, break gruel.
Very cool. Alright. Well, as the heroes journey forth, they, have to go around the mountains.
They shimmy back and forth.
Yeah. They shake their way across.
Sorry.
It's okay, we can all shimmy.
Let's give everyone a headache. I like how we shimmy. Tim's just like, what if I just made an earthquake without using my hands?
No. There we go. Woo! I need a new thingy. What's everyone's webcam?
Piece of crap gearhead.
Did you say deer head?
Gearhead.
Oh, okay.
No, I just went out into the woods, found a deer, brought the head
Just-
back,
Head.
stuck a USB in. Yeah, this is technically 1080. The frame rate makes me wonder.
Yeah, this is also technically 1080. But it needs to be upgraded. It's a better 720 than it is a 1080.
Yeah. Man, wouldn't it be great if we could stream this in 4K? Give everyone a real appreciation for all of those 16-bit pixels.
Mine's like a Logitech 1080p camera, which like works pretty well. Frame rate's actually real good on it.
Do you remember which one it is? Because I've got a Logitech as well. Here, let me just show you my camera by
Yeah, it's the C920.
Okay.
Let's see what test.
It's apparently on sale at Amazon for half off right now. Only
Nice.
$49.99.
I was actually looking into getting that one.
It's a good one from what I've seen of it.
Okay, mine just calls itself Full HD 1080p webcam.
So if you start the
There's
conversation
no product
with
number.
mine calls itself whatever, then chances are probably not a great one.
Ah, yes. I have the Logitech C270.
Okay. So,
Which, to be fair, I got 2 years ago, so it's
and
not...
I mean, it's still.
It was the best
good.
thing I could find at the place 2 years ago, so...
Yeah.
Granted, I went to Office Depot, but...
I went to Amazon.
Nice.
I think this one's from Micro Center.
I get reward points for, Office Depot, because I'm an old man. Alright, so...
There.
We did continue around the mountains because, so we make for the Gap of Rohan, and as we pass through a...
Was you attacked by a bear?
No.
2 bears?
No.
Him as a
Is
bear?
it a man shaped like a bear who lives in the last homely house?
No. It's, a man from the last village who acts like a bear.
Oh god, not him. He's just like, you said you'd stare at my inn, and we're like, no!
Damn it, Vladiosa!
Like he's just followed us to try to make sure we stay at his inn.
Actually, let's, no, not that one. No, where's world map 3? I have world map 1, 2, Dangerous Road, and 4.
I couldn't tell you.
I want world map 3. Let's see, what's Dangerous Road like? Yeah, we'll do this one. This one's a good song. Alright, so as we continue around, the air starts to get thicker and heat
Thick.
seems yes, with 3 C's.
We're
And
choking.
hot.
Ooh, go on. Thick and hot.
Steamy and sulfury. And,
I have concerns.
Are we on a volcano?
No, you're just in a very where's that?
No, you're just on where 2 tectonic plates collided, created a mountain, and there's fire in it. That's a volcano, goddammit!
It's actually not. This is
it's just a molten lava field. Fucking whatever.
It's at the base of a volcano. Why are you angry with me? You shouldn't be angry with me. You know this is the shit that I do.
Yeah, I do.
It's okay, John. This isn't my middle finger. It's my whole hand.
I have not heard that before, but I like it.
Alright. You remember this map? Why do you remember this map? Don't remember this map. Ta-da!
It's
There
me.
you are. Boop. You know what? We're not gonna give 2 shits about the grid. There you go. No grid. There's no grid on this map.
Okay, I like it.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter.
Honestly,
Alright, so you start to hear a lot. You are remembering it. No! You're not! You don't remember this map! the air gets still all of a sudden as you're passing through this area.
So it's hot, thick, and still?
Yes. So, there's been breezes, movement of air.
Typical volcano breezes.
Yeah, well...
Okay, so it's hot, thick, and no longer throbbing.
Yes.
This is what happens when you bring us to a volcano, John. I'm sorry, a lava field. What do you have a Dracula king?
I'm the DM.
Are you Alucard?
I'm Alucard.
Oh, Dracula.
So you note that there's there's been air movement because updrafts and stuff. Hot air goes up, cold air comes down and gets immediately hot again because it's a freaking volcano land.
Are we gonna play or are you gonna teach us like the thermodynamic system?
Tim, teach us about the thermodynamics of volcano air.
Okay,
Sorry,
so
volcano land air.
Yeah, no, not a volcano. Heaven forbid we call this fucking volcano a volcano.
Alright, so in addition to convection, there's a significant problem with heat radiation here.
Go on.
Okay. So radiation is a function of the fourth power of the temperature of the lava and the fourth power of the temperature of the sky.
How much of this shit is he making up and how much of it is real?
I'm pretty sure all of it's real.
Yeah. This is all real.
I was thinking that until he said like the fourth power of the eighth winds, and I'm just like, oh, God, what?
So
no, that actually is a thing.
Fire, earth,
the fourth power
wind,
of the eight winds,
and
boron.
and boron. Don't worry, it doesn't react.
I hate that we had to come on the stream.
Me too. Alright, so the air stops, this volcano identifies its gender as a swamp.
A swamp? A volcano swamp is the shittiest place you could ever be in your life.
You have
You're
a
not
dragon
wrong.
ogre coming in, and it's like, get out of my swamp, Kano!
And he's like, I'll just die. Honestly, I'll just die.
It's a swamp Kano!
A swamp Kano.
So, that's canonically becoming the name of this. It is Nalaris Swamp Kano.
You know, if there was like a big gust of wind that come through, it could be a swampicane.
Alright, so you note that just everything seems to become still. The air becomes still, and the...
Guys, I think my heart stopped.
You'll wish.
But that is what happens when your blood becomes still.
Yeah. You note that there's just no sound anymore. Like you've heard the bubbling and gloopling of the Swamp Kano's lava.
The gloopling?
I was gonna say, if you say that there's no sound, I'm just gonna be like, okay, good, there's still sound. I just thought I would bet for a second.
Tim, why? What is this?
I believe that's the formula you were asking for.
Yep.
So that's
That's thermal radiation.
cool. I don't remember asking for a formula, just an explanation.
What better explanation is there than a formula?
I don't know
And in
what
the
any of
numerator,
those things
there
are.
is the temperatures to the fourth power, so Dominic.
Dominic is the temperatures to the fourth power,
Yes, yes he is.
and
So
actually,
I have the worst unit of measurement in the world for temperature.
Is
So
that-
unusable.
is that delta times the difference in time between the difference in
Guys, please subscribe to our channel. If you want some more hot science facts,
hey,
being
this
directly
used to
into
be
your brain.
this used to be what we are.
Good?
No, like if Murray was reminding us
Never
that
Never been that before. God damn it.
Murray was reminding us the other day.
We're talking about the thermodynamics and like the exact formula used for fucking.
The original description for this channel was that we play games and we talk about science and literature and news and shit.
Yeah,
and now
then we stopped doing that because it was bad.
We're just trying to bring it back.
Okay, so
commented and subscribed. Thank you, Radar. We'll bring some more hot science facts to you soon. Do you know what sublimation is? Me neither.
Tim, tell us what sublimation is.
No, okay, that one I do know. I'm fairly certain that's when it goes from a solid to a gas without passing through liquid.
Yep.
Yes.
Got it!
Good job.
That's the only science fact I know. I couldn't tell you what the fuck a mole is.
That fact was sublime.
And I mean the unit, not the actual creature. I still couldn't tell you much about the creature though, so don't ask that either. I also don't know much about spies.
Spies?
What are the... Yeah, moles.
Okay, so a mole is 6.022 times 10 to the 23rd individual atoms of a given element.
Does that have anything to do with Avocado's number?
That actually is Avogadro's number.
Okay. Yay!
Avocado's number?
I mean, I was making fun of it. I knew it is.
So when
it
you
was
have
Avogadro.
6.022 times 10 to the 23rd avocados, you have a mole of avocados.
But no houses.
Correct. No houses. A lot of toast, though.
Just a real assload of toast. You know what the worst sentence I've ever said was? It happened today when I told my manager.
A real assload of toast?
No, it was when I told my manager to like have fun when he gets home and have like a nice piping hot PB&J.
Actually,
which is disgusting.
Okay, so no. Okay,
PB&J on toast? Agree. Fine. A PB&J
better
put in the oven? No.
All right, so
Panini could work.
This is important. So my brother runs a company, and by which I mean he's the only district manager for the only district for this company, and there's no one above him. There's no region. It's just him, and then there's the owner. And so he does a lot of the hiring, and when he hires someone, one of the things he does is, because it's a EMS service, they need to know like how to get from A to B and be able to be told like by dispatch, and so they have to be able to. I'm
waiting for this to find out what this has to do with hot PB&Js.
We'll get there.
Go on.
They have to be able to give directions well, so that the person who's not looking at them, they can't gesture or anything, can do it. So what he does is he actually, it's weird. My brother is weird. In his desk, he has a loaf of bread. He has a loaf of bread, a jar of peanut butter, and a jar of jelly. And what he does is he has them turn around and they tell him how to make a PB&J, and he follows it. And if they don't say like open the jar, spread it on this half or spread it on this half, then he'll make it goofy looking so that they're like that's clearly But
I'm like, all right, step one.
One time,
the jar at the
studies
floor.
on how computers think.
Well, one time. And a lot of people
Wait,
get
did someone tell them to heat it up at the end?
No, one person told them how to do it. The other, people tell them like, and it's completely wrong. And he had one person start out by saying, "All right, so take the bread, butter one side of it,
for
and then,
PB&J."
Yes,
that's wrong already.
Put it in a pan, and he taught him how to make a grilled PB&J, like a grilled cheese, but it's a grilled PB&J. And apparently it's freaking good!
Yeah.
Also, fucking thank you, Radar. That's one of my favorite videos on the internet, and one time a customer came up to me at work and asked me where soup was, and that entire video played in the 0.3 seconds that it took me to register what she had said, and force myself to give a different answer other than any of that fucking video.
Why are you buying clothes at the soup store?
Fuck you! God, it's a good video.
I don't think I've seen that.
It's beautiful. I don't ever want the context for it.
I'm sure I'm getting pinged that.
Yeah, don't worry, I'm already looking it up.
Okay.
I'll just. I believe it's from the. God, what show is that?
It's one of the abridged series.
Oh, wait. Maybe I have.
Code Geass. I think.
Yeah, Code Geass
Okay,
abridged.
no. I don't know that one.
There you go, John.
Woo!
It's
I got
just
a thing.
it's good.
Yay.
I knew it was Code something. For some reason, Code Lyoko was stuck in my head.
Yeah, that same.
I have never seen Code Geass or Code Lyoko. Alright. Well. Blah blah blah. The air stopped moving. What do y'all want to do?
In the swamp cano.
Yes, in Nalaris.
What I want to do is take out my scientific equipment and measure the thermal emissivity of the lava to make sure we're not standing on top of an eruption. Since I am a scout and have no scientific equipment, I'm just going to look around for trouble.
Okay.
I'm gonna kick the door in.
Be careful, the door might be haunted.
You sure
I mean,
it's
at
not
least it
cursed?
gives XP.
Alright, so.
What's the difference between cursed and haunted? Let's stop playing and talk about that instead.
I'm okay with this.
I'm sure Radar won't fucking just kill us now. Radar's like, oh boy, I can't wait to go watch more FE&D where they play FE&D.
Hey, to be fair, it's better than anything I've come up with. Alright, so there's a bunch of cliffs around, you can't really see anything. You see across, there's... The lava has stilled, and the... Where's my, cursor? I need my cursor. There's my cursor. The lava has stilled over here, and here and here that you can see. Those are the only places you can see.
Oof, Radar with the fucking shade.
Actually...
Worst part is we've almost had to have a reset.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Worst part than that is that this is the second time we're doing FE&D, by which I mean, like, this is the second time the series of FE&D has existed, and they are completely different, which means that we've gone through a reset.
No, we rebooted. We rebooted the series and completely changed the genre. See, now it sounds like it's okay.
Actually, that brings up an interesting question. Has a show ever rebooted a season in the middle of the season?
I know there was one time with Voyager where they did an episode and it was so bad that within the season that the episode happened, later on they denied that it happened.
Nice.
See, I'll just want to reset this and start from the beginning.
If anyone actually knows about the Space Salamander episode, I am so sorry for reminding you of that. You didn't deserve that.
Tim deserves.
Is that the one where, what's her name? The captain, and what's his name? Someone else, become space salamanders, and then they have sex and have kids as space salamanders?
And then they just leave the kids on some planet somewhere and pretend it never happened. Yes.
What? That...
Yeah, that's a thing that happened.
Were they on HBO for one episode?
I mean, they didn't show the salamander sex.
Yeah, so later within that same season, someone tried to... So all this happened because they tried to break the warp barrier, go faster than warp 10. And they succeeded, and that's when the salamander thing happened. So later in that same season, someone... as an aside, just asks about the possibility of transwarp going faster than warp 10. Nope, that's impossible. It's never been done. Don't ask again.
Yeah.
Still can't believe they didn't show any hot salamander sex.
Yeah.
Like that's why people would watch that episode.
Watch that on UPN 69.
Did not want to hear those words. All right. So, Daniel, what do you do? I'm just gonna assume that you're going first because you're in front.
Yeah, you had to scout.
Okay.
I'm glad Tim picked the scout.
Yeah, me too.
So you don't have to be the one to do something?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, okay, fair. So something is obviously happening, although I have no idea what, so I'm gonna make a perception check.
Okay.
So that's what, intelligence?
I think it's your luck. Pretty sure it's your luck.
Okay.
99% sure it's your luck.
Yeah, I think so.
I do not spot anything.
Yep.
No, you don't. Playing bodyguard for two paper thin mages?
Tim's a
Yes,
bad
especially when I don't have any armor myself.
Yeah, and I'm the tankier of the three of us. Which is good, because I nearly die on every fight because y'all all suck at taking blows.
Yeah, but I hit things really hard.
That's true!
I'm
Everything you hit dies, but... Alright, well.
One of these days there will be an enemy on the ground that I have to kill, and you'll be sorry.
Yeah...
I can hit things on the ground too, though.
Yeah, but you don't have a reason to make him sorry.
That's true.
Why would it make me sorry? Is it because
So what do you do?
I'm not so
Daniel?
sure that I'm not positive that I'm sure that rock is in fact a rock.
Yes,
I
your
am
wisdom of
suspicious
2.
about whether it's a rock.
Alright, well, next is Estef. Estef, do you want to do anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna roll better perception.
You do that. I didn't need to roll that. I don't know why I rolled that. It got a nat 1 out of my system, though.
I didn't lie. I rolled a better perception check.
It's true.
Yes, 5% better.
All of the like heat and quietness is putting me on edge, and I can't, you know,
You can't think
You
about
can't
it.
hear over how quiet it
I
is.
can't perform under pressure.
So, I'm gonna basically just be like, alright, hey guys, it seems pretty bad here. Let's, something seems off. Let's just leave. Can we just leave?
How about we leave?
Well, I guess it's 2 votes to 1. Let's go.
Alright, so,
Oh, are we not leaving the way we came? Okay.
well, I mean, oh, sorry. I'm moving
Well,
towards
originally
here.
I was thinking I would
Yeah.
just stay here and take a picnic, but now this is happening.
I've moved.
Oh, I want to climb up on the rock.
Okay. Roll.
I find I.
You're... Okay. no,
19.
okay, you succeed.
I am good at climb.
Yes, you are good at climb. You gonna do anything up there?
Can I look around again?
Yes.
Now that I have a vantage point?
Yes.
Do I get a bonus?
No. Of course you do.
Oh.
Alright! So, you...
Did any... I rolled a 1.
Yep, yeah.
I got higher up, but I'm like, there's so much fucking smoke.
I don't know what you're talking about. Also, it's two eyes. I know it's a little hard to see because of the font. Not that the font would be any better, because man, I really hate sans serif fonts.
Yeah.
It's rough and coarse and irritating and gets everywhere.
I said sans serif, not sans serif.
Oh, I thought Tim just wasn't funny, but there was a real joke behind it.
I mean, I'm still not funny, but...
Fair enough, Tim. That's
Yeah.
why we're all here talking about fucking the dumbest bullshit.
It still looks like list stuff because sans serif.
I mean, it looks like a lowercase L.
Yeah. Alright, so you climb up and, yeah, the smoke covers your vision and you can't see anything else. Daniel! What are you gonna do?
Well, this sucks.
Well, it seems that higher is probably better. So the first thing I'm gonna do
I would
is I'm
disagree.
gonna climb that same rock.
Okay.
First thing I'm going to do is smoke a lot.
Congratulations, you successfully climbed the rock. Y'all are doing great at climbing the rock.
And now
You're
I'm gonna
not-
climb east of.
So remember that time?
Make a grapple check.
What is he
Alright,
doing to me?
let's see. What's the grapple roll? D20 plus what?
Is it strength?
Alright, it is strength plus strength divided by intelligence times speed. The skill root of that sum.
The what?
The skill root. So whatever your skill is it's that root of it. So it's not the
Okay,
square
so the seventh
root.
root of 30 over 5, so terrible. Seventh root of 6. Yeah, terrible. So D20.
What are you trying to do? Are you trying to
Just
climb on top of E-Stuff?
yeah. Just sit on E-Stuff's shoulders to get a little higher up. See if I can see above the smoke.
E-Stuff, do you want Daniel Blackthorn to climb on top of you?
No.
Why don't you make an opposing roll?
What am I rolling?
Just a D20. Just both roll. You know what? You roll a D20 balance. And Daniel, why don't you roll a D20 climb? Climb E-Stuff. Well, you
Okay,
fail.
so we rolled the exact same thing.
Yes.
But my bonus is
But he's better.
very good.
Yep.
Yes, he's got a huge bonus. Roll to throw him off the rock. So Tim's turn is done.
Yep.
I'm gonna be like, the heck are y'all doing back there?
Good question. Daniel, want to answer this one?
I just turn around and Yusuf's like, nah, nah.
I'm trying to see.
All right, well, I'm gonna not do that, and gonna keep moving over there. I'm not even gonna look. I don't see.
I would advise looking. There's lava right in front of you.
Daniel, what would you like to do?
Well, since the highest point of terrain around here isn't cooperating, I guess I'll just do another perception check from here.
Okay. The smoke still clouds your vision. You can't see me.
But I see more of the smoke.
This is true. You see out a little bit further, and you can see that there's a lot of smoke here. Like, we're talking a
I begin
lot.
analyzing the convection patterns of the smoke.
Okay. Roll a wisdom check. You did pretty good. You note that the smoke is moving. This ain't high science, man. You don't know anything. Alright. Enough of
Just in
that
general.
bullshit. Estef, what are you gonna do? I'm about to just leave y'all.
Oh no, I'm following you.
Yeah. I see Daniel up there like... I'm like, it's smoke and it doesn't feel good here. I'm GTFOing. Alright.
Yes.
So
Radar.
you're just
You
climbing
have
down
said
and
that the
going?
smoke is definitely an
Okay, yeah, I'll
igneous
just jump
rock.
down and go.
Yeah, okay.
And you're actually not wrong.
These two numbskulls. Dunderheads! Alright, I'm gonna move. I'm just gonna go away. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, me. Boop. I pop out of existence. Daniel, what are you doing?
Well, it seems I should probably follow before the map disappears before I do.
Okay, are you jumping down or are you climbing down?
Climbing down.
Okay, because I feel like penalizing you. I'm gonna make you roll for it.
Okay.
That's fair.
Why am I traveling with these two again? Oh yeah, that's right. I was told to.
Basically.
So, 24.
Alright, you successfully did. Dang.
Yay.
Alright. And then I'm just assuming you're gonna go across. Woo! We did it! Boop, boop. Alright.
How much experience did we get for that?
That was the entire map. Yay!
That's what we fucking It's been an hour.
Yeah, well, to be fair, half of that was discussing, delta of t to the 4th sub 1 minus t to the 4th sub 2.
That's exactly my point.
Actually, Sigma, but who's counting?
Sigma. See, I asked you, and you didn't answer.
What do you mean, who's
So I blame
counting?
you.
We're talking about variables, not numbers.
What's the little E-looking thing?
Oh my
Is that
fucking
Ada?
God.
That's Epsilon, the
Epsilon.
emissivity constant.
I don't
And
know
Sigma
what
would be the Stefan Boltzmann constant.
What is emissivia?
Emissivity.
Emissivity.
How emissive it is.
Oh. I know some things that have a high emissivity.
Do you now?
Yes.
Tell us.
It's a dick joke. Alright, Tom has clocked out. Wow, that was fun. I played the same music for the entire time there. Yay! I probably should have switched it to something else. Well, that was fun.
You have any lava swamp music?
No, sorry. Well, actually, I don't know. Do I? What was the music for that one? I don't think it was Fog. Sadness Within. It could have just been which one is that? Oh, that's Death.
Oh, okay.
This is the one that I hear the most. It's the game over music. No, it wasn't Comrades. This is Comrades. Do 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 do. Except that was probably out of sync for y'all. Yeah, it for sure wasn't that, except it might have been later. Anyways, we're gonna take an intermission because we
did so much work.
Also, it's time for the ad read. This episode of FE&D is brought to you by the GG Teespring store, where you can get awesome shirts like not this one. I'm not wearing one. My wife's running to grab one. I don't know why. Is she gonna like come on camera or something? It's weird.
Is she not wearing a shirt?
Well, I mean, she's wearing a shirt, but
Okay.
talking sure takes a lot out of you. That's right. Also, so does math, and we've been doing a lot of math, right, Tim? Isn't that just what science is? It's just math.
I'd say 70% math.
And then the other 30% is just changing the name of the math things into other math things.
No, most of the other 30% is swearing at your equipment when it gives you the wrong math.
It's the only one I could find and it's not available anymore.
Awesome. Yay. Yeah. So here's my model.
Yay.
And yeah, you can buy this shirt
A year ago.
A year ago.
You can buy this shirt a year ago.
So, yeah, we've got awesome designs, and you should check out the Teespring. It's in the link down below. Alright, cool. Now I did it. I remembered. It's been 3 weeks that's been on the credits, and I haven't done it yet. But I finally did it. Wasn't that so much fun? Maybe we'll have a different sponsor next week. Spoilers, we're going to have a different sponsor next week.
Is it me?
No. Well, I don't
Am I
know.
the sponsor?
If you give me $1, I'll let you be the sponsor.
It was me, Dio.
Pretty much. Give me $1 and I'll say pretty much anything. I'm serious. Like, just give me $1, and unless it's like blatantly offensive, I'll say it on camera. And even if it is, no. Contract disturbs.
I am the prettiest unicorn princess.
I will say that. I'm serious. Give me $1. I will say just about anything on camera. Anyways, well, this is fun. Did y'all have fun so far? What's that grin?
I
Dom?
plead the fifth.
All right. Well, let's. I didn't even switch it out. I meant to switch it to this for all of that, but it didn't. Yay me!
This is the least professional stream I've ever been a part of. And I streamed last
Are you kidding me? No, not at all. All right, now we're gonna go back into it.
What? You switched
All right, so. Oh, cool. Can I also get some milk?
Milk.
Thanks for pouring the milk on my sandwiches. I appreciate it. You're great. Alright, so. World map. Woo! There we were in Alaris Peak, and now we're gonna go over here. Unless y'all want to take a stop anywhere else. Why would you want to take a stop anywhere else?
Does anywhere else have money or vulneraries?
They
No.
have vulneraries, but they're for sale.
How much do they cost?
I think 100 GP.
How competent are the guards? No.
Very. The only significant town has a very, very competent.
But like, very competent? Or like, very competent?
Well, they successfully fought off an army. So,
Or like a small army?
But what if we had a Hulk?
we don't. So,
Does anywhere nearby have a
it.
Hulk?
I would like to find and tame a Hulk.
alright. Roll a D1000.
192.
You do not succeed.
954.
You
But if I
also do
roll-
not succeed.
Alright, but if I had rolled a 420 or a 69, then it would have been the best day of our life.
Alright. Nothing less than 1,000. You have to nat 1,000 that.
Saw a great screenshot from a Discord chat where someone rolled a D420 and got a 69. And the entire chat underneath it was just like, nice, 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 nice.
Alright. Well. So. You finally make your way in.
Oh yeah, we finally make our way in.
Yes. And, I'm just gonna put one person on the map. I'm gonna put Daniel on the map because, he's gonna stand for us. So, as you've been traipsing through the woods, you've noticed that, at the very edge of the woods, there was, the normal mountain mountain air. It was nice and pretty. The birds were singing. The bees were buzzing around, populating flowers. You know, just having a grand old time, just spreading jism. And that look from Dom.
He's not wrong.
And you.
I come here on purpose.
Why?
The moment
You got me, Tim. Maybe I just have a fucking 3 wisdom in my real life.
And it's not Fire Emblem numbers we're using. We're actually using...
Maybe your wisdom was the friends you made along the way. Which is actually why you're here.
I wish I didn't make friends along the way.
Yeah, sometimes the same. Fortunately, I don't have much trouble with that. Alright, so... the moment you enter the forest... yeah, and you can still sort of hear the noises behind you, but as you move in, the brush sort of closes behind you, and you,
ominous.
You're well, no, I mean you push brush aside, you enter the forest, brush comes back.
Ominous. You can't decide what Estef does and does not say.
Isn't that what you make omelets with? And as soon as the brush closes back behind you, it immediately shuts out the sound, and you just...
Mary, those are eggs. You make omelets with eggs. Have you never made omelets before?
No, I haven't. I prefer them scrambled. Or in a frittata.
You would still know that it was eggs, though.
Nope. I only use eggs for a lot of things. I'm not gonna simplify it there. Eggs are in pretty much everything.
Mm-hmm.
Except for omelets.
Fromlets?
Ominous.
You're right. Fromlets.
You know, the further you go in, the less light seeps down through the trees, and finally you get to sort of a clearing, and it's a very large area. I mean, you've got a bunch of mountains around you, and you know, segments of trees and stuff, but this is clearly the heart of the woods.
I'm gonna move more towards like the spine of the woods.
Okay. There, you're closer to the... Well, I don't know.
It's that middle mountain range.
You're closer to the spine of the woods.
Tim's closer to the spine of the woods.
I told you, he stands for us.
Okay, so what happens is Estef just says, I wish we were closer to the spine of the woods. And then he just sighs and moves into the forest.
I wish you were a little closer to the spine of the woods. I wish we stood as a group 3 feet to your right.
It's over there! No, it's to the north! By that big mountain range! Okay. So, you notice, there's been a battle here before. There's probably been several battles. There's shields of broken underfoot. There's swords that are actually just lying in the ground that are rusting. And there's others that are split.
A red sun rises. Blood has been spilled this night.
From where you stand, you can see about 97 broken swords around you.
How many can I fit in my backpack?
What's your strength?
5.
Probably. All right. What size is your backpack? I'd say feasibly you could only fit like 3 rusted swords, or like 15 broken sword pieces.
All right, I'll carry 3 rusted swords.
Okay. Cool.
Do I find sheaths at all?
No.
Are they
So
still
yes,
sharp?
the swords are just poking through your backpack.
No, are they still sharp?
I mean they're pointy, but no, the edges are.
Oh, okay, cool. Cool. I'll just like tie them and hang them from my backpack then.
Okay.
And now I have an extra throwing weapon just in case.
Awesome. Yay. It's got.
Or a crowbar.
I feel
I mean,
like
I have an
Dawn
actual
is subtly
crowbar. I don't
making
want to get
fun
that
of me.
dirty. though.
You actually have a crowbar?
Yeah, I have a crowbar in my backpack.
Huh.
Gives a bonus to opening doors.
Yes.
And also versus headhuggers.
Tim.
Just don't like acknowledge that he speaks.
What's my... No. We're not gonna play
But Radar,
Ambush.
Eastef is my steed.
Stop trying to write me.
Yeah, this'll do. Alright, so, what else did y'all want?
What else did we find?
Battle music.
Broken shields?
Eh.
There's also
Wheels.
just like,
I can make wheelies out of them. Go
there's
on with
also,
your bad mouth.
wow, sure.
Sorry, that came from like a dark place. That came from me trying to say like 4 different insults at the same time and none of them happening. It's just making that.
Just next time, if you want to insult me for being fat, just pretend you're talking to Tim, and just change the pronouns or the not just the noun of who you're saying. The pronouns.
Change the pronouns. John, is there
that-
something you're not telling us?
Instead of saying that, say he.
My favorite way to call someone fat is to say muscle lips. Because you're just implying that they eat so much that they have muscly lips.
That is not the implication I got from that phrase.
Yeah, but regardless, muscle lips just is satisfying to say. It's just one of those things that someone calls you that and you're like, fucking excuse me?
You're not wrong there.
You also see some just rotting meat in places.
How much?
There's
Don't fit it. Continue.
there's places where it's just you can see that there were a bunch of bugs there at one point because it's just like there's just a place that just doesn't support life anymore. There's piles of bones in places and then there's these just giant mounds of
Please finish.
Mounds of...
it
Mounds.
used to be
Great.
meat.
Tracts of land.
It used to be flesh, but it's since rotted down to a well, just a mound of rottenness. Like it
Is there
was
like bones in it? Like is this a
Yeah.
pile of bodies?
no, it's probably just one. It's just a giant body.
So are there giant bones in there?
Yes.
How
Ominous.
There's 3.
many? Can I get one bone?
You may try.
What do I roll for this?
Alright, so first you're going to roll a fortitude save to get close to the thing.
Okay, that's
I am
okay.
going to ready an attack in case something tries to bushwhack him.
An 8.
You do not succeed. You end up lying on the floor, throwing up your,
No,
your
I would have
rations.
stopped before it got that bad.
Okay. You cannot progress any further without
Fair
vomiting. A putrid pile of flesh and
beat
bone.
someone with one of those.
All right. Daniel, what are you gonna look at? Are you looking at anything, or are you just doing what E-Stuff tells you to?
I'm put on guard by the ominous music I hear coming from the trees. So I keep an attack readied.
Okay. Cool. That's it.
Can I see the temple from where we are?
No.
Okay. Then yeah, there's really nothing else for me to do while E-Stuff is still trying to find out what the giant mound is.
Alright, well, I don't really care about doing anything right now either, so, E-Stuff, do you have anything else you want to do before we move more towards the, left ventricle of the...
Nah.
of the woods? Actually...
I think that'd be the
right
ventricle?
North or south?
I'm gonna say north.
Okay. So, we go a little bit north, and you can see that there's a passageway to the northeast that is just... There's a clear canyon in between the two mountains that sort of leads around. And to the northwest, there's a cave that has air just pumping out of it. Like you can see from where you are that it's just pumping hot air out of it.
Let's stay out of that one.
Yeah, that sounds bad.
I vote yeah. Okay, so we moving around further?
Do we have a reason to explore the northeast passage?
So close. I mean, yes and no. Do you have a reason to keep going towards the palace? Do you want to go explore the northeast passage?
Not particularly, and if we're going back to town later, we can just hit it on our way out.
Fair enough. Alright. So you continue around. You get a blast of hot air as you pass through. But, you know, you're far enough away. You skirt the edge. You don't die from the heat. You can tell in the northwest there's another cave. This one, you can see the tips of the trees are pointed inwards, as in like sort of like the cave is either currently sucking in air, or has for a long time, and thus they're pointing that way. And to the south, you see a clear, full-on battlefield. Like, you know, you've seen the dead bodies and piles of equipment and stuff as you've traipsed through the forest, but this is like just destroyed area. There's pits in the ground from things being dug in for encampments and stuff. You also see the remains of a old village, and of course a giant temple, separate from the two of those.
Okay, well, I think the most concerning thing here is the convective geology in this place.
Dom, what have we done? Alright, where are we going? What are we doing?
I'm gonna say south towards the village if there are no objections.
Okay.
Sure.
So you go to the village. So as you... let me... Yeah, this is good. Sure, pal. So you enter the village. Most of the houses are either burned down or just trampled. But there are still some freestanding ones. You can tell that this village is really old. I mean, the burned down houses, you can only tell that they used to be houses because there's an area, a stove area that's still built out of stone. Everything else is gone. Like there is no trace of the walls. There's no trace of even a foundation. It's all been just obliterated. The ones that are just torn down are just you could tell that they were torn down instead of burned down because there's stuff growing there again. It's not dead earth underneath it. And then there are some houses that you can see have lasted a long time. They've been rebuilt over and over and over and over again. Just from the different types of wood that have been used in it, and just the age as you can see it.
So it's like an old, vast village.
Yeah.
So we built another village just to show them. Let's take it to the swamp.
The swamp volcano.
Yes. The Swampcano.
Tell me you were daft for trying to build a house in the swamp volcano. They were right.
Well.
So we built a third one. That one burned up, fell over, and then sank into the Swampcano. And that's about when we stopped caring.
So what is this from again?
Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Yeah.
I remember it now. Nah, he's our king, is he? I didn't elect him. You don't elect a king.
Watery tots lying in ponds handing out swords is no basis for a system of government.
I'm being abused by the establishment!
Help, I'm being depressed.
You think we can get another half-hour Monty Python quotes out of this?
Man, I hope so. Man, this just isn't going well, is it? So do I cancel here, switch over to Gaiden or something? Or?
No, you don't.
Alright, so you're in the village, presumably.
Right. I'm probably going to regret this, but wisdom check to try to find out what the heck happened here.
You're definitely gonna regret that, yeah.
Okay. Is that an 11?
Yep.
Okay. So, it's kind of not hard to tell. By your best guess, this village has been here since perhaps before the temple itself was here. It's as old as the wood is, and it's gone through variations. So there's the ones that have been just torn down, and you think that probably that was when the Demon King came in and set up his stuff, and he just wiped out the village, tore everything down, and that was it. and Gentleman's Gang commentates over Gentleman's Gang VODs. That could be good. Man, remember that time that Dom said this joke? It was great. Remember that time that Tim said this joke? It wasn't. Remember this time that John's not funny?
It
You've
wasn't.
been nothing but accurate so far.
And you know, you think about, like, well, clearly the people survived somehow, or came back to you know, more people came back to rebuild this once the Demon King was destroyed or put to sleep, and they stayed here. Roll a perception check.
Another one?
Yes. Well, that was a wisdom check.
Ah, okay. Nope.
Okay. Somebody else
These
wanna
clouds sure are pretty.
roll? I'll roll it.
Me too. God damn it. What
Nope.
do I try?
Yay! Alright, so, you know, you're looking around just wondering what happens, and Mary goes, "What's that?" Because there's a shiny thing on the ground, and picks it up, and looks like a scale. You haven't seen these throughout the rest of the place. It's just in this village. You think, well, we know that there are dragons here. So maybe this is the dragon village? Or at least that
Yay.
there were dragons here?
That
Well-
could be it, yeah. That would make sense.
I mean, I'm generally on the side of yay, because if there are dragons here, even if they're the misguided divine dragons, they're at least going to be against the demon. Because that's the way the thing works. So...
Yeah.
So maybe this is the village that who is it in this time period?
Mannequins?
Myrrh's the daughter.
Yeah.
Estef, do you remember the name of the the dragon watcher?
Yes.
You do. Since you were born here.
Yes. Does the 26th let me remember?
Yes. Do you actually remember?
No.
Dang it. It's okay, I was looking.
Radar says Morva.
Morva. Thank you. Oh yeah, that's
I
right.
I don't remember ever seeing that name in my life, I'll be honest.
Thanksy stuff. You're right, Morva.
Thanks, you Steph, and he's just like, yeah,
Yeah. Uh huh. Yeah. Yep.
yep, I remembered it on my own.
So maybe we can find Morva here.
Yes. Maybe.
Check the temple, I guess.
I mean, we could check the houses. Hey,
That sounds smarter.
Morva!
Hello?
Are there any Manakete here?
Mr. Queen Circle?
I mean, to be fair, this place looks kind of trashed.
It's true. I mean, last I heard he was a bachelor, so that doesn't really...
It has a kid.
So? He doesn't have a wife anymore. He rebachelorized.
I think that's called widowed.
Well, I don't see him here. I guess he's maybe at the temple, or we could try and... you see that the the town is laid out in such a way that the center street, what little stones of it remain, leads into a cave. So we could check in there, we could check some of the standing buildings, or we could just head down to the temple.
Let's check some of like remaining buildings first.
Yeah.
Sorry, Dom, but
Is that the wrong answer?
no, you're gonna forget a lot of things now because apparently Raynar is now your memory.
As long as Murray's not my like spelling center, I'll be fine.
Raynar, what did Estef have for breakfast?
Not girl.
We'll see.
He ate hay. Is he a horse?
No, he's a kitty. Alright. So, there was no food at Sully's non-house. Technically, this is like 6 days later, but...
We just didn't eat on the way.
Yeah, so he just hasn't eaten in the last 6 days. Which means the last thing he'd had for breakfast is gruel.
No, he had a meal at the, shop. The night before we slept with Sully.
Yes, the night. That wasn't breakfast.
Well, he didn't eat gruel for breakfast at Sully's not house. Alright, so there are 3 freestanding buildings. There's a really large one, and then there's 2 kind of smaller ones. Which one do you want to go in?
Let's check the smaller ones first, because the big one probably has the boss in it.
Yeah.
Did you almost fall out of your chair?
No. Didn't happen. Alright, so, you enter... Do you want the left one or the right one?
Left.
Or are we gonna split up?
No.
What if I want to go in the right one? No. Alright, so... You open the door to the left one, and you see it is a kind of storehouse. It's got stone walls, so it's actually stood the test of time a little bit better. It's not really that well cared for, but you know, you can see a little smattering of mud splattered to block holes and stuff that have developed over time as rocks fall out of the walls. And it's got lots of shelving. Some of the shelving is just so old that it's rotted through, and all you really find are 3 vulneraries.
Yay!
Mine?
Why that cat? Yeah, that's fair.
Nah, I'll just take one.
I'll
Each.
take one.
One each makes sense, I guess.
Is that one use or one 3-use vulnerary?
One use. They're just separate. Just gather separate.
So it was 1 vulnerary, but also 3 vials.
Yes. And you don't really see much else. Most of it looks like it was just foodstuffs that have since rotted. You get the feeling that this place has not seen life in a while.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to getting that thought, honestly.
Alright, so are we going in the big one next or the smaller one?
Let's go in the other smaller one.
Okay. You go in and first thing you note is a big old skeleton in your face.
Cool.
And and the second thing you notice is that it's got a big old sword in its hand. So,
Is the skeleton perambulatory?
not that you can tell? Would you like to make a perception check?
Yes.
Okay. Alright. So, how do you want to look? Do you want to just examine it real closely, or do you want to, like, push it or something? Or tell me how you want to see if it's perambulatory.
Find a rock to toss at it.
Okay. So you toss a rock at it, and it's where are you hitting it?
Let's say on the head.
Okay. You toss it at the head, and the head falls off and rolls into the corner, gathering dust along the way, and the rest of the body just sort of falls to pieces with it. My guess is that was there to scare us. It did not succeed! I say, coming out from behind Estef.
Haha!
I knew it was not alive. Skeletons aren't alive. All right.
That
mean,
is
you're alive.
a defining trait of skeletons.
All right. Looking around the room, you note that it's a sort of a bedroom. It's got kids' toys and just a smattering of small books and stuff. Nothing really interesting. If you want to take one of the kids' toys, Dom, you could take one of the kids' toys.
Yeah, I didn't ask how many there are.
Okay. Actually, Dom, roll a perception check.
If it's a, like, ball of string, I don't have that need, okay?
I thought you were gonna say roll a will save to not take one of the toys.
Is it perception?
Mm-hmm.
6.
All right. Cool. All right. So I guess the big one now.
Yep.
All right. Well. So we're just gonna walk in.
Check
Do you
the
want to
traps.
knock?
There are no doors in any of these buildings.
You can knock on the wall.
This is true.
Knock on stone.
So,
Yes.
so Tim's looking for traps.
As he does. Finding them is a different thing.
Well, finding them is one thing. Them actually being real is another.
Sorry, buddy. We'll get you those eyeglasses sometime.
What was it, a nat 1? Or...
I don't know if it was a nat 1 or if he just rolled low enough that we just ran with it.
Yeah, it was a nat 1. Well, you will save for leaving it behind. Alright, so... You can't really detect any, like, tripwires or anything like that. You detect all 0 tripwires. Okay. So, as you enter, you see there's it's a big room. It's just one big room, and there's just a giant bed in the middle, and there are piles of weapons in the corners. Most are just rusted over metal, and it's clear that there's like a forge section as well. So it was probably just melting it down to get what good they could out of it. But you note that there's a kind of a swooshing feeling happening just to your left and right at the same time. Would you like to make a balance check?
Yes.
Okay.
What happens if he says no? Does he just fall over immediately?
Well, balance is basically your reflex save. And congratulations. You You jump back just a little bit as two clubs slam into the ground right where you were. And just beside the door, the opening, were two rather larger-than-life skeletons wielding clubs, and their eyes are glowing. I think now would be a good time for an initiative check. No.
God damn it. I can't roll, like, anything today.
It's okay. I nat 20'd on my, first roll. My first pointless roll. Alright. So, this is going to be Daniel, then me, then Eastaf. Alright. So... Daniel, you get to go first.
Okay. I take a few steps back out of easy melee range and then shoot the nearest one with my bow.
Okay. They're both about the same distance from you, so left or right?
Left.
Okay. Roll to hit. Alright, let's boost this up so I can actually see things.
Alright, how's a 20?
That, will work.
Okay.
Alright, so you hit...
8 damage.
8 damage, alright. And that was the left one, right?
Yep.
Well, give me a second. Do it on the spot. Stuff. Alright, there we go. He did 8 damage. Math is hard. Alright!
Yeah.
So that one gets to move again, or gets to attack now. They are going to... lift up their weapon and chuck it at me.
You gonna throw their weapon at you?
Yep.
That seems a little unnecessary.
Yeah, well, I'm not happy about it either. What's my dodge? That's my dodge.
If only there was someone running this game that you could appeal that to. Ouch.
Yeah. Yeah. Ouch is right. Alright, what's my defense at least? Okay. Cool. Well, I'm hurt. So the,
On the bright side, you have a vulnerary.
True. So the club hits me square in the chest, and I fall to the ground.
Dead.
No, but I have lost my wind. I'm not like prone. I'm just like I took.
Oh, you
a
lost
knee.
your magic?
Yeah, that sounds like a problem.
It's fair. It's okay. I also have a sword because I'm so good at using it.
Yeah, but you might hit with the magic.
No, it's the same hit chance for both.
Well, that explains a lot.
All right. Yep. All right, Steph, it's your turn. What are you doing?
Didn't you go after me? John?
Oh, yeah. I do. I forgot that wasn't my turn. I'm good at this. Alright,
Your turn was taking damage.
Yeah. So I'm gonna get to my feet and move towards the one that just chuck something at me, because I don't like them. And I'm going to attack with my sword. That's not
How's
great.
that gonna go for you?
Yeah,
That's a nat 1.
It is a nat 1. Well, it's gonna go about as good as any other time that I've done anything in this game.
Oh my god.
So, let's roll to confirm. Yeah, I didn't confirm. Alright, so so I stabbed the dirt. And
That dirt's not getting up again.
But like an inch below the dirt, there was a rock that I hit, and it vibrated my blade, so I lose my grip on it. So now it's just sticking in the ground. And
You need a new blade, I got you. I mean, it's not new per se, but
and now it's Estef's
Whosoever
turn.
pulleth this blade from this dirt shall be a better swordsman than Mary.
Estef, what you doing?
I would like to fire some magic at the one that attacked you.
Okay. So you're attacking the one on the left.
Does a 13 hit? My god, I can't roll.
Technically, yes.
None of us can.
Alright. So you do how much damage?
15.
Alright, so they're dead. Yay! Alright.
I'm really glad that there are, like, you two soaking up hits, though, because if I was anywhere near them, I would die, and then we would all die.
So now I lack a sword and a tome. Nah, that round's over. Alright. So the one on the right, having seen you just destroy their, soulless companion, is going to attack you, Monsieur Estef.
Not if I dodge. Spoilers, I won't. Hey, a 24!
You actually dodged. Wow, that...
Finally!
I rolled well, but you rolled better. Alright,
Finally,
so
some delicious fucking food.
you dodge, and the club swing just misses you. Next, it's Daniel's turn.
Alright, I'm gonna take a shot at this one.
Okay. Cat-like reflex perk.
How's a 28 do?
I forgot to roll. Pretty good. So,
Okay.
you do 7 damage again?
8 damage.
That's what I meant. Ah, alright. So, next it's me. So, I'm going to leave my sword where it is, take 2 steps back, away from the fight, and cast, wind at the old bag of bones there.
He's ready for another one.
Yay,
Oh,
it's
5.
not a 1! Bruce, don't raise your hand. Alright, and I hit! Yay! So I do 12 damage to it, minus their defense. Yay! Alright, so the wind blows the bag of bones apart. And we have successfully defeated our 3rd encounter in this game. Yay!
We didn't
And it
die.
only took 110 minutes.
Well, that was
Thank you for that incredibly
Unnecessary.
specific time, Tim. Could you perhaps teach us about radiation while you're at it? Since that's all we do on the show now.
Okay, so the Stefan Boltzmann constant.
alright. So I'm just gonna tell you now that there's nothing really of use in this building. You now know that Morva is not in here, and you're kind of curious why there are skeletons in.
Yeah, I am
His
curious
house.
about the undead skelly men.
I mean, you're kind of not surprised about skeletons, considering the way that this area looks and the fact that a frickin' demon used to live here. So,
I was supposed to say the skeleton's still being alive. That's my question.
That's fair.
I understand that when things die, they leave behind a skeleton. That wasn't in question.
Are you sure?
I am fairly certain.
Oh, I forgot.
You see, when a mommy and a daddy love each other very much, they make a baby. And that baby has a skeleton.
Alright, so... So we're gonna stop there. And by stop I mean we're gonna switch over to this screen while I figure out XP. XP isn't that hard.
I did something. Does that help?
Dom, you get 15, I get 15, and Daniel gets 10.
Yay.
Just stick a 1 in front of that 0.
I'm at 83 out of 100.
Man, I should have just given you
10.
99.
Yeah, that would have been cool. I'm not sure why that's a downside.
That was not in question. Well, that was fun. Aren't you glad we're doing this show?
I mean, yeah.
Just
where else would I go to learn about radiation and fucking shit I don't care about?
Okay, so 5 XP for each attack I made?
No. Actually, no. Yeah, you have 15. I did that wrong. Erase the 0 out of 5. It's basically...
Okay, so 51 XP. No.
If you wrote down 1 XP before, then yes, you need as much help as you can get. Clinical. Alright, well. I think we're all happy that this is over, and in 4 weeks from now, Raynar won't be here, and Estef just won't remember anything. And I'll probably still not have prepped anything because, you know.
Because that's how we go.
Yeah. Alright, well.
That's how we roll.
It's the wrong one. There we go! I found the right one.
Hey.
Thanks everyone for coming. I'll try and prep things so that I don't suck next time. But, you know. This is me we're talking about, so that even if I do prep stuff, it's still gonna suck.
Yeah, but it's still enjoyable even if it sucks.
Oh, are you kidding me?
No.
Not really.
You can just trust me, John.
Why did it stop? Why? I'm not dropping frames, but everything has stopped. Well, good night, everybody.
Good night.
This went well. I'm glad it broke at the very end. Bye, everyone.
Here at the end of all things. Bye.